now that is away from that critical eye. Let us clearly analyze which side deserves to win this debate. One, Team Affirmative brings to you a policy where they want to continue the implementation of affirmative action policies. And outside of the House will prove to you why the implementation of affirmative action cannot go below the ineffective level it is right now. Because it is something that is expensive, because it has reverse effects. Now they don't engage with us on how they are going to counter the issue of reverse stereotypes that are going to rise against the other gender when these affirmative action policies are actually implemented too. They come to give to us an impact, a considerable impact on which we as a House should continue to base and support affirmative action policies. Three, they tell to explain to the House how they are going to solve the existing problems in status quo to make the implementation of affirmative action something possible. So because on that side of the House we do not still see the possibility of implementing affirmative action, there is no possibility that all the advantages raised in their case will ever be realized on us on their side of the House. And we believe because of those reasons they do not deserve to actually win. So now on their issue addressing our case, they come and tell us that competition has existed before. And we clearly inform them that the kind of competition that existed before is not the one we are vying for right now. We are actually going for a merit on which women and men have equal opportunities, which is unlike what was there before. And when they have these equal opportunities, one gender is not favored more than the other. On our side of the House, we give you something that can be implemented, something that is fair, and something that can be realized. With that, I wish to rest our case.
Before I begin, I want to thank the Almighty for reaching this point. And then I want to congratulate you, Igasco, for being here. If you win, we learn, but none of us loses. Well, I'll begin my speech by saying Igasco, and I'll begin at O. I-G-A-S-C-O. Now, the negative team actually is, in the first place, they defend something that they believe is not actually happening. First of all, they are defending the solving of disparities, but they actually believe that disparities are not there. So what is required for you to actually bring a solution? I want to take you back there and this debate. The negative team would win this debate, but look at what they present. The negative team actually based on better education and merit and qualification. But then, how can a girl who is in the first place not educated well go to compete in employment? That is one. Two, even when they are actually educated, they choose wrong careers because of stereotypes that do exist because they believe they are not supposed to do that. But even when they go and they study and pass, they are actually not employed because of discrimination because they are women. But even when they are employed, their work is not valued. But even when their work is valued, they are not paid equally with the men. Even when they are paid equally with the men, they are added more work like taking care of home and taking care of other things. And we see this is where the problem is coming from. That when you educate these people well and allow them to go and compete, there is a problem giving us another problem and another problem. Now I want to tell you, why do we stand here? Because the state shall protect women and their rights, taking into account of their status and a natural maternal functions in society. That's what the Constitution says. It means that we believe that women who are actually a marginalized group in this place need affirmative action. Why? Because they are marginalized. If you bring about equality, at a point where we believe that men at one point will be marginalized, affirmative action shall work for them. So it is a point that actually bases on two sides of the debate. Now, the outcome of the affirmative case shows you how we are doing away with historical stereotypes and systemic behaviors in employment and education. At the point where we do the implications of this outcome actually takes away the claims of team negative. That the implications of our outcomes take away their implications or their claims that they enable marginalized groups to behave in a certain way that leads them to do away with disparities. I beg to rest my case.
So this is what I'm going to do. Just leave the judges just 3 minutes to deliberate, okay? Can we have break for a moment?